Well, it is upon us once again. The season of light and tinsel and cookies and gift giving. A season of joy that anticipates hope. But it doesn't always feel like that, does it? There are times when the rituals and traditions that once felt so warm and comforting now feel foreign and painful. There are so many of us who, for all kinds of reasons, suffer this time of year with broken hearts and souls. We who are wrestling with chronic pain, broken relationships, shattered dreams, fragile faith, unexpected losses. Kathy Escobar shares that a friend of hers, a former Catholic priest, says that the Advent season is a magnifier for everyone, but in different ways. For some, it magnifies the good, the happy, the joy. For others, it can magnify the hard, the pain, the darkness. This year, I find myself feeling the weariness of the world. Extreme divisiveness in our nation and wars that rage around the globe. That alone has caused us to feel worn down and weary. I am also aware of so many who have suffered loss, who aren't where they wish they were in their lives, who feel alone. There are people who may be in the midst of crisis or find familial relationships to be non-existent or extra tricky to navigate this year. There are many who feel disconnected and confused in their faith, who feel this season promotes a certain inauthenticity, forced parties, buying gifts that people don't need, and so on. There are also those of us who may feel scared of hope. After all, hope makes us vulnerable, and we don't want to let our guard down and get hurt again. The holidays stir up both overt and often unspoken troubles. In recent years, we have held a longest night or blue Christmas service close to the night of the winter solstice, when the darkness of a day is at its longest. This year, I want to engage in this idea in a different way. Over the next few weeks, we will be sharing videos similar to this one in which we will explore how we navigate this weary world, not trying to erase it, not to magnify the hard and painful places, and not to magnify the good or joyful either. Instead, this is about honoring our weary hearts in a weary season, in a weary world, and traveling the road of Advent together as honestly as we can on a quest for encouragement, hope, and strength in the places we are currently living, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Being honest about our humanity is always better than hiding. A word of warning: if you are feeling happy, connected, and joyful, that's great. These probably are not going to be spaces that will resonate. And that's okay. In fact, I'm so glad you're not needing this year, but maybe you will in future years. Bookmark this video, come back to it when you find yourself needing it. The first candle we tend to light each Advent is the candle of hope. And while this journey is often raw and honest, it is also a journey that is filled with hope. Hope comes from embracing paradox and contradicting things, living in the same space at the same time. It comes from real stories. It comes from engaging with the stories in the Bible with a new lens that shatters the veneer of false positivity built on just believing the right things. So here's how this will work. Each week, there will be a video which will go live on Sunday mornings. At the end of the video will be a QR code you can scan, or you can click the link in the comments. That will take you to a page for daily reflection for that week, along with some suggestions of spiritual practices to try. You can engage these in any way you wish. You might find keeping a journal helpful, or simply pondering the question on your commute to work each day could be enough. I'm greatly indebted to Kathy Escobar's book, A Weary World, Reflections for a Blue Christmas. It is an excellent resource, and if you desire to delve deeper, I cannot commend it to you highly enough. More than anything, I want you to know you're not alone. We may be living in a weary world. We may be a weary, angsty people. We may be falling on our knees because we're crawling, not rejoicing. But know that we are crawling together. And like all things in life here on earth, we're always better together. So as we begin, take a deep breath. Let the tears fall as they come. Honor exactly where you are today. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, and everything in between. Give your heart permission to feel what needs feeling. Open yourself up to healing. Listen for God's gentle whisper. Take good care. Keep crawling toward the light together. Let our weary souls feel a little less alone.